Hey everybody, welcome back to Tiny Digs Hotel again. This hotel has a total of 12 tiny houses. Each one has its own unique theme and they're so much fun to stay in. I did a few videos of the bamboo, the Finlandia here, and I ended up staying in the Zen tiny house on my last stay. So these tiny houses are in a little courtyard. They're out in Portland, Oregon, and the host just made a great little area for people to come together if they want to hang out. There's several little areas you can hang out in, and at night there are these fire pits that you can sit around, some rocking chairs you can sit in. So it's just a nice little area to come to after you've explored the surrounding areas. There's some games to play, and then you can also relax on these hammocks out when the weather's nice. So it's just a fun little place to come to, a little bit different and unique than a hotel stay. So this next video walkthrough is going to be of the Cottage tiny house, which is one of the most popular tiny houses at Tiny Digs Hotel. It is made by the host, a husband and wife team, and they custom made this tiny house. So they made it this cute little cottage look with a bit of a Victorian style inside. So as you walk around, you'll see that you have your own little private patio and little deck in the front, and then there's some stairs leading up to it and just a little chair to sit in, a little table. So if you want to hang out and just have your own space instead of going to the courtyard, this is a perfect little spot to hang out. And then you just have a view of the courtyard itself when you're sitting here looking out at the rest of the tiny houses. And going inside, looking at the door, they made it really special with a few little Victorian touches too. When you come inside, you're going to see immediately there's a fireplace, a little couch area, and just how adorably it's decorated. And you have some curtains here that create some privacy. So if you're concerned about being closer to the other tiny houses, there's plenty of curtains to keep it private. So there's a nice little fireplace that's actually a gas stove, and it does keep the tiny house warm. There are a couple umbrellas there to use in case it's rainy. There is a little guide she leaves for local restaurants and things to do in the area. So looking around the tiny house, it's a small space. It's 150 square feet. So it's good for a couple people to stay in here. And it's just so adorable. I could totally see this as kind of a mother-daughter getaway, or maybe a friend's getaway. And so you have a couch to use. There's a table with a couple chairs so you can eat at that table. And just if you wanted this to be kind of a fun, almost like a tea party theme getaway, this is the perfect place to come to. And she just puts these fun little things here that kind of give it a bit of a country feel in it, adding some teacups and some different plates, just makes it kind of fun and special. And this unique little sink here, and she custom makes everything, so she really thought out everything to make it a fun little space. There's a one little burner cooktop there, so you can heat up some water. It's pretty basic, but you can use the teacups. She also leaves you tea and coffee for the morning, so you can use the teacups and the teapot for that, and a few little utensils. And there's a few cooking items too you can use. There's about one pot because it's a one pot burner, so just a small little tiny meal you could probably make. And there is a refrigerator, so if you wanted to bring some snacks and drinks, that's there too. There's a hair dryer, and the refrigerator just has enough space for a few little things. There is a mini split heater and air conditioner with a remote, so you can bring that up to the loft when you're sleeping upstairs. And there's coat hangers and just a nice little space to come to just get away, for even a solo getaway too. I could see this be a great little space to come to for a little creative getaway. So walking back to the front of the tiny house, over to the left is the bathroom. It's tiny, but it has just what you need. There is a sliding door. So she puts these cute little things in here, like the lace shower curtain. So it makes it kind of a fun little getaway for couples or a solo getaway. There's a nice shower in here, and then there is a flush toilet. And when you slide the door back, you have the sink in this little cubby area. And there's just enough little space in here to put your toiletries and just the cute little antiques and the things that she puts around just makes it really nice in here. Again, it's a flush toilet. She gives you plenty of towels and makeup towels and just everything you need in this little space. So heading up into the loft, it's a nice little staircase, and they're very manageable to get up into the loft area. And this has got to be my favorite spot up in here because it's just so cozy. And again, she just puts some special little things in there to make it nice and cozy. And you have plenty of windows up there, so you don't feel like you're in this little tight space. But I really enjoyed the roof on this tiny house. I thought it was quite unique too, with all the angles that made it really special. And then you have a little view out into the other part of the tiny house with that beautiful chandelier, and this is what it looks like looking down from the loft. So just a really adorable little space. You are next to other tiny houses, but you have your own little private space. You've got curtains to cover up all the windows, so no worries about other people being able to see in. They put the tiny houses just right, so you have lots of privacy. Going back into this space, you'll just see just how well done this tiny house is, and I will leave the information about how to stay here down below in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the tour of the tiny house cottage. This is Tiny Digs Hotel. Please like and share and come back next week. Please subscribe.